You can't learn when all you're thinking about is that you're hungry. You can't learn when all you're thinking about is how you didn't sleep or you're sick of wearing the same pair of socks for 3 days. You can't learn in those settings at all.
We see kids come to school every day without those basic needs met. And when they get here and they don't have clean clothes, they didn't have food to eat the night before or that morning prior to getting here, we see that academics take a back seat.
When the students don't have the basic necessities they need, unfortunately, we see students give up. They just think, well, this is my life, and my circumstances aren't going to change, and so, why does school matter? Why do I need my high school diploma?
It was around 12 years ago is when we started the food pantry. I became the homeless liaison. So in that position, it was kind of my job to seek out who was a homeless student in our school district and what needs did they have. And I had a lot of teachers reach out to me and say, hey, we found out this kid's sleeping on a couch. He's not living with his parents right now, and we don't really know why. And so when I started talking with those kids too, it became really obvious that there was kind of a gap in services. So I would go to some groups and say, hey, did you know that we have 78 homeless students at North Platte High School? And the community was shocked, and people just couldn't wrap their heads around that.
There's definitely a canteen spirit here, and I think we see that a lot with when Brandy does have something that she wants to get accomplished. I think there's people who are willing to rally behind her and do what they can to support her.
I think for us it was we can give them food, and that's how we want to start. We push something out to teachers that this is what we're trying to do and this is what we're thinking. And I mean, on Monday mornings, I'd have a lot of teachers come in and be like, I was at Walmart this weekend and I grabbed some extra boxes of mac and cheese for the pantry.
I would say we feed between 25 to 40 students every single week. And then also every week there's a student that didn't eat the whole weekend and will come in here, and we add people to the list constantly.
We have a great partnership with the Walmart Distribution Center here, and the leader over there has been a huge support. When they have either products that they can't sell because they might be a day past their shelf life or whatever it is, but they're still quality products, make sure we get those products distributed.
I think it's really a great feeling to know that here at the DC, we do everything that we can to make sure that if an item is not able to be sold, but it is still able to be consumed, we find a partner that we can donate that to. It's really a great feeling to know that we do everything that we can for the community and trying to get rid of those food insecurities that are across the nation.
Obviously, we all deserve to have food on the table every night, but healthy food makes all the difference.
That's something North Platte has always been proud of, that they have always been helpers. They've always been givers. They're always willing to sacrifice. I think it's a really generous community.
When a student knows they can come to us and say, hey, I'm missing out on this item or this thing in my life, and we can take them down to the pantry right away, give them what they need, and get them back to focusing on their academics. We're not only helping their self-esteem, but we're also helping them be productive in their classes, which is going to push them further in their life and hopefully get them out of the situation that they're currently in.
Unfortunately, a lot of these kids, all they know is disruption within the home, maybe not having enough food or a place to sleep. If we can help them be successful and find a way to break that cycle, the long-term impact that it's going to have on this community is huge. If we can make sure that those students, when they're adults, are not living in the same conditions that they may have grown up in, it's going to benefit the community as a whole.
When I think about the pantry and the things that we're doing here, I feel inspired. It gives me so much hope for change, and that might sound silly, but it's a great way to start my day, coming in here and really hands-on trying to make a difference. It is so great to come in here and just feel the change and see the change in students. It's super inspiring.